Jenny in Forrest Gump was a good person, bad person, damaged person, unsure. First, the question implies that good, bad, and damaged all exist on the same spectrum, but they don't. Good and bad are opposites on one spectrum, with various degrees of good and bad actions in between. However, damaged would belong to a different spectrum, where its opposite is undamaged. The option unsure isn't particularly helpful unless someone just wants to see how others respond. Looking at the good-bad spectrum first, most people don't land at either extreme, completely good or completely bad, but somewhere in between. To judge where someone falls on this spectrum, we need to assess whether their actions tend to be more good or more bad. This involves weighing each action based on its impact. For example, saying hi to someone might be considered good, but the weight of that action is relatively low. In contrast, murdering someone is extremely bad and carries a much heavier weight. Both are individual actions, but one clearly outweighs the other in terms of its significance. With Jenny, we don't see her entire life, so it's difficult to make a definitive judgment. However, from what we do see, she performs some kind actions, especially when she's younger. But later in life, we witness many harmful actions. Since humans are social creatures, how one treats others is a strong measure of whether their actions are good or bad. As Jenny grows older, her actions often lack kindness, indicating that she is not acting as a good social being. On the good-bad spectrum, Jenny appears to lean more toward the bad side based on what we observe in the film. This doesn't mean she's at the extreme end of bad, but if we must make a binary choice, she's more bad than good. Now, considering the damaged-undamaged spectrum, it's harder to determine where Jenny falls here. Just because someone experiences trauma or hardship doesn't automatically mean they're damaged. Likewise, the extent of someone's damage can be difficult to assess. However, for the sake of simplicity, we can assume that Jenny has experienced some level of emotional or psychological damage. Returning to the original prompt, Jenny from Forrest Gump is I wouldn't choose unsure because I believe it's possible to analyze her actions and come to a conclusion. I also wouldn't choose damaged person because although she may be damaged, we can't definitively say how much, and damage doesn't automatically absolve someone of the responsibility for their actions. In the end, it comes down to good versus bad. While Jenny may have started out as a more good-natured person, the decisions she makes throughout most of her life, both toward herself and others, are predominantly harmful. Even if she is damaged, that doesn't excuse the many bad actions she takes. Plenty of people experience damage and still choose to be kind and good to both themselves and those around them. Therefore, I would label Jenny as a bad person.